You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Izwan94. This will be my first ever YouTube gaming video. And today I'll be playing Sherlock Holmes The Awakening, the new remake of the old Sherlock Holmes Awakening. Hope you guys enjoy. If you like the content that I put in, please consider subscribing, and a like will be very much appreciated. Thank you. Chapter 1, The Shadow over London. They used the music back from the old Sherlock Holmes, like the Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Well, Sherlock always likes to mess with Watson. House is a mess. This bit, but I like it. They use the same house from the old Sherlock Holmes. Like Sherlock's room's over there, Watson's room over there. Everything almost looks similar. I think the map was here, but I could be wrong. The map used to be this side. Alright, less to walk, A to press A to interact with object. London Advertiser, September 28, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Aldor, I think. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Aldor. Personal bodyguards, a longtime member of her inner circle, took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late night promenade. Hope you guys keep in mind, my English is not that very good. Try my best. A spokesman from the police assures the Advertiser they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that get noticed, whether by his peers at the gentleman's club or the fair nightingales who confront them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Visit Barney's bookshop. Okay. Barnes bookshop.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Vogel?
Another letter from Werner.
Werner.
I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Okay. It's rainy today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook with and navigate to the wardrobe tab with RV and put a hat on. Okay. Ooh. Oh, fancy. It's probably the offer you get from buying the game before the release. Fancy, I like it. I'll keep it regular for now. There you go. Put a hat on. Let's do a regular Sherlock Holmes hat. I love that. Alright, go. Where am I going again? Oh, here it is. Newspaper. What does it say? A toothpick? Or a tooth or something violent. There it is.
A cactus spine. If it
Cactus
gets in your
spine.
skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
You really don't have to teach people how to assassinate. It's porcupine.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Okay, where am I running to?
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here! Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
What happened to my newspaper? What are today's headline?
Any breaking news today?
The dog accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
What happened to my
You're a
newspaper?
bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Sure, now I can take the day off.
He kid. What did he do to the newspaper? What did he do to the paper? Tell me about the man. Who was he heading? Yes.
did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
What was
Can
he?
you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Agreed.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
I think this is that boy that Sherlock Holmes usually
Get the
hired.
Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
Wiggins. I think that's Wiggins. Could be wrong.
Get the Strand!
He's
Get
very
your
useful.
copy of the Strand here!
Kinda, sometimes. Right. You've got a new question in your mind palace. Open the casebook.
Get the
please.
Strand! Get
And-
your copy of the Strand here!
Shut up, kid. Let me go a little bit away. Then navigate to the mind palace inside. Select relevant pieces of evidence to use the answer. Got it. Oh, okay. Who ruined the Strand? The books from Barnes. Cactus spine. Potential poison. Who ruined the Strand? I mean, he has a lot of books. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wasn't brought in this morning post, but the Strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There's still a chance it might be found in the dustbin. The newspaper is indeed in the bin. Okay. London Advertiser, September 20th, 1882. I think so. Oh, it is. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The newspaper boy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books. And this morning, Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. Cactus spine for assassination. A loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Okay. Alright, let's go to Barnes. Oh, I still have like a lot of stuff. I added more cosmetics to it. Actually cool. Watson's outfit as well.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Exactly. You can pin evidence for quick access to information from the casebook. Open the casebooks, pin the evidence with bookshop photo, pressing X. Try to find the bookshop. It's a little bit toughy, isn't it? How do I find it? Do I go up on the map? Just walk.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
Wait, manor. What is the manor? Drugs order. Oh, can't go through here. There's an accident, and none of them is like doing anything about it. It's funny. Right. Oh, can't go that way. There you go, find some bookshop. There you go. First class cut. That's not a bookshop, is it? Oh, here it is. Orange bookshop. Hello, Mr. Barnes. Observe. Bags under eyes. The effects of overwork. Probably. Could be less sleep. Oh, hands so dirty. Ink. Newspaper ink. Leans heavily on his right leg. Sore left leg. Oh, nothing on his foot. High heels, wants to look taller. Newspaper ink, wants to look taller. Sore left leg. If the effects of overworking. Mr. Bond has a large bag under his eyes, the result of poor sleep and stress. He has developed a limp, likely the result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller or stronger, presumably to deter future violence. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone and might be involved in a plot against me. Okay. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes, the result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who sold the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Bond could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. Let's go with that. Doesn't seem like you. The color might be something. Mr. Bond has developed a limp on his large bag under his eyes. Yeah, I'll keep this. Hey.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Did you just walk away or ran away?
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself.
No.
Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
There's LB. I like interactive areas in the environment around you. Okay. In that for now. Exotic plants catalog. The catalog of exotic plants on Barnes Center. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Ooh, romantic. Okay. What's up here? Oh, tons of books.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Very interesting.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Very. Dead flowers.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Ah.
finest view London has to offer.
That woman or that specific spot? Someone's supposed to receive that thing. Might go check outside in a bit.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Scary.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
It was climbing something or something.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy? You are. Anything else I missed? Nope, other than going outside.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original. I should have worn something warmer. People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door.
Could try that. Could work, man.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
I would say they was prick more than bite.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
Yeah, that's a hint, probably.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Oh. Oh. They look very familiar to the ones that I found in my garbage. Apparently it's not a porcupine. It's
A familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
I found in my dustbin, yeah, exactly. Oh,
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
intriguing. Interesting.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr.
both.
Holmes?
What do you have for me, my lady? Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment? Okay. Probably gonna mess this one up. On our neck as well. It'll go down. Luxury fabric, unusual for work attire. That is true. Very unusual for work attire. But it's not impossible. Honoring deceased husband. Mourning brooch. Mourning brooch. Mourning brooch. Honoring deceased husband. Another interesting. She is mourning him. I feel sorry. Oop. Clean boots. Change shoes upon arrival. You're not even, your boots not even wet. I mean, it's just fancy and nice pictures. Okay. Oh, thought I was done. Sorry. Yes. Avoid eye contact or distracted. Distant look. Distracted. Avoid eye contact or distracted. Distant look. Mourning brooch, honoring husband's deceased, luxury fabric, unusual for work attire, wearing makeup, beauty, concealment, clean boots, Change shoes upon arrival. Distant look. Avoids eye contact and distractly. No, no. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tears stained cheeks. The dress is made from expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no trace of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off into the distance, reveals her emotional attachment. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Mrs. Fleming is still reeling from that tragic loss. Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of a late husband. The dress is made from expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes shows no trace of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search of something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherished the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. I say she's probably ready to move on. Very nice dress, looks very nice. New shoes. Trying to impress, but she's just something different. So, ready to move on.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a dell to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Okay.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
A relative new stepland nothing to do with it. There are several books about cryptology on Barnes' counter. The books are worn and not for sale. He has frequently consulted them and left annotation. Maybe the book.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr.
I would
Holmes.
say this is suspicious man carrying a stack of book. Blah, blah,
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Shit.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really.
Yes.
Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Yes, this is indeed. Anything new developed. It's just copper and bees.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Okay.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
No, there's nothing up inside.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Could you help me?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Do I have to mark the right one? No, there's only one that.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Could you help me?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Might be that. Yeah.
Are you able to help me?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Oh, what? Newspaper voice at the book and someone at the Barnes. What was that? I mean, I saw as it happened. It was. You good, Sherlock? You drunk? You need a timeout? Usual voices. The book newspaper boy said British man was carrying a stack of books from this morning. Barnes, a local bookseller, delivered the novel for once. Barnes. Hopefully nothing else inside. Oh wait. Yes. Why is Barn attacking so strangely? Why is Barnes acting so strangely? So we need blue, green, yellow. The spine, potential poison. Books from Barnes. Exotic catalogs. Barnes broken ladder. Cactus in crack pot. Okay, I mean their observation. Cat took a crate, Mrs. Fleming. the strand is missing. Capture portrays Mr. Barnes. Dead leaf flowers on display. Okay. You don't know Mr. Barnes involved in scheme. Nope. Alright, two's right, so one of them is wrong. One of these greens. London advertisement, blah blah blah. No, newspaper testimony. What does it say? Mrs. Fleming and Mr. Barnes never speak to each other either. However, they do see each other every day, exchanging glances as they walk their dogs, or catching the other's eye through the bookshop window. Maybe. Yeah. I was in love with Mrs. Fleming. Wednesday. Have a very spicy relationship. Mr. Barnes loves Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his depression. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog present these cacti as immortal. Plainly, it's the same cactus he dropped on the Strand outside 221B Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Okay. Okay. Now we have to...
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Yep. Okay, that's part 1 of chapter 1 done. Stay tuned for part 2, coming soon. If you do enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe and like my content. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stay gaming.